Well, hello. You might notice that the quality's a little bit better. That's because I'm back to using my camera. The audio thing is very annoying, I will admit that, but this is better quality, and I figured out a way to make it better. This reading vlog is of the third book in the Stormlight Archive, Oathbringer. I have no idea who this is on the cover, but I guess we'll find out. This is shorter than the other book by only 5 pages. But this week, I'm going to try and be waking up at 6 a.m. So hopefully that gives me more time to read during the day because I kind of just shove it into I don't know, just like any time during the day that. So hopefully I can finish it this week. I don't know how I'm going to feel about this book because of the way that the second book ended made it so that this book is going to be kind of out of the norm from the first two. It's not going to be kind of set in the same place, I guess, is the best way to describe it. When books change drastically like that, I tend not to like it, which is sad because I have liked this series so far. Yeah, I guess that's the intro to this. 200 pages a day again if I want to finish it this week. So, as much as I have been complaining, I still doing it. I do like this series, and it is like good, but I'm guessing that this book follows Dalinar because the first one followed Kaladin, the second one followed Shallan. I'm guessing this one follows Dalinar. Some very interesting things happened at the end of Words of Radiance. Some things that I hopefully will carry on into this book, and a lot of things that are going to mess up some parts of the story. I don't know. Let's set up an annotation key for this. Okay. Hello. I just got home from the gym. And you know what I decided to do after going to the gym? Have some chocolate ice cream with crushed up Butterfingers on it. The flavors are melting on my tongue. Also, surprisingly, I got to page 194 in this, which is surprising because the only way I was able to read 200 pages last time was because I wasn't going to the gym at night. I was like, there's no way, but I did it. I did it, apparently. But I'm going to try and wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow and for the rest of this week. And hopefully with that I'll be able to read more. But anyways, let's talk about
The book, guys. Let's talk about the book.
this book follows Dalinar's backstory. It still has all of the characters and their POVs, but it focuses more on it focuses more on Dalinar in this book. And I do have to say, I do like Dalinar, which makes me wonder what the Rhythm of War is about, because if it's about Adeline, I don't know how to pronounce his name, it's a stupid name, I don't like him, but it makes me wonder if it's going to be following him, because I don't want to follow him. I don't need to know his backstory. He's not interesting to me. So, 200, almost 200 pages in, is interesting so far. I am liking it, which I feared that I wouldn't because of the setting change and kind of also the character development, making the characters very different from what they were in the first two books, now being a different area, having to deal with these new standards and, all of it. I was worried that I wasn't going to like it because usually I don't like that kind of stuff, but this one has been surprising me and has actually been really good, which just tells me how good Brandon Sanderson's writing actually is. But I still have no idea who's on the cover. No idea who's on the cover. It's my favorite cover out of all of the books. I don't know, it's just like, it looks like an old school fantasy, but it's, it's more stylized towards now times. I don't know. But it's pretty good. As you can see, I haven't tabbed that much. I just have a fear now of overusing my tabs because I ran out of my favorites tabs before the ending of the Words of Radiance, so now I'm terrified to use as many, and kind of just like savoring it for moments that I'm like, oh my gosh, but now I don't even know what those moments are because I'm like, I like this moment, but is it one of those moments? I've made it overcomplicated for myself. It's definitely not as good as Words of Radiance, but again, we're only in the beginning of it, and the beginning of Words of Radiance was not my favorite. The ending of it was. So we're gonna have to stick through this and just, kind of see where it goes. It's still incredibly interesting. I still love it to pieces, but, whatever. Hopefully, soon I will have footage of me waking up at 6 a.m. tomorrow and taking my dog for a walk, because hopefully, with waking up earlier, I can actually read the full 200 pages and not have to worry about it, trying to jam it within my day. Anyways, I'm gonna go enjoy my ice cream, and you should be jealous that you don't have any. I just got back from the gym, which is why I look like a founding father right now. So I did wake up at 6 a.m. I did take my dog for a walk. Well, I'm doing it. So, that's good. I hate everything though. And let me say, I didn't read 200 pages today. So, the whole purpose of me getting up that early, not only just to exercise, but also to, read, it didn't happen. I took a nap. It was, one of the best naps that I've ever had. I actually woke up energized. Who would have thought? Too much has happened today. My father is walking by. Anthony returned to Smosh today. The challenge trailer came out today. Just so much stuff in the news as well. So much is happening today that I don't know how to feel. Today's just been too much, I have some beef with this book. Right now. As you can see, I've tabbed, but not as much as friggin' Words of Radiance. Also, you like that noise? It's some slapping. You wanna know what's giving me beef with this book? I'm on page 190, my guy. 190. Or, sorry, not 190. I'm on page 390. You wanna know what just happened? I got to part 2. And you wanna know whose perspective isn't in part 2? Kaladin's. So you wanna tell me that my favorite character, who I adore and have basically been just reading to get to his chapters, well, that's a lie, I like the other characters, but his are the most interesting to me. I have to wait until part 3, which is almost halfway through the book, to get his perspective again?
Excuse me?
I don't know how to feel. Because listen, Dalinar, Shallan, they're interesting. They just aren't my favorite. They just aren't my guy, my baby boy, my sweet boy. Some stuff has happened, but usually it's the ending is what's crazy, not the 200 pages in. It's like 11 o'clock right now, and I'm waking up at 6 tomorrow as well. Yeah. I mean, I'm angry. That's all that I have to really say right now. And when I get to part 3, and Kaladin's POV is in there, it better be good. He better get his time to shine. Okay? I don't care if this book is about Dalinar's past and his experiences. I don't care. Give me Kaladin. See you tomorrow. My body hurts so bad. So, I'm on page 577. Basically that was the end of part 2, and let me say, I hated part 2 so much. Paladin, my sweet baby boy, he was mentioned, like, you know, but we didn't have his POV, and I love him too much. Okay, and then it was just like a character that I just hate and don't care about. God. It's like a 3-star right now. I really hate part 2 so much. Also, I want to say this is probably going to go longer than just Saturday like I'm used to, which is funny because, again, it's shorter than Words of Radiance. And yet, I am so, like, tired. And I do not want to read 200 pages a day for a 3rd week in a row. I did it for 2 weeks, and I am burnt out. I love this series. It's incredible, and the 3rd book so far, you know, there's interesting plot being set up, but as of right now, it's my least favorite of the books. And I'm just hoping that part 3 is better. Listen, Dalinar's whole backstory is interesting, but, like, I also could care less at the same time. But, yeah, for the past 3 days in a row, I haven't read 200 pages. I haven't read 200 pages. I've gotten close, but didn't do it. So, you know, I've also been bad at getting clips, because, you know, how I was like, oh, I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m., that's giving me more time to read. No. It's just made me more tired and made me want to read less because of that. So, waking up earlier made it so that I actually am doing worse with reading. So that's really fun. Anyways, here's your little proof. They're my tabs. But anyways, I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow morning because I don't want to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, you know? Did it for 2 days. And then literally was just like, oh, it's Wednesday, by the way. Did I say that? I don't think I said that. I'm still trying to figure out who's on the cover. See y'all later. This is horrible. Well, how you do? It's Friday. I didn't film at all yesterday. And you wanna know why? Because I didn't feel like it. I left off on 750 last night. As of right now, I'm on page 796 because I've read a little bit today. I can genuinely say this is one of my least favorite out of this series. I don't know why. It just is. But anyways, to move on from that disappointment, we're going to open a package because I ordered something from Pango Books. Some people, they get like wrapping and stuff and like bookmarks. I'm not expecting that. Wow. This is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Alright. So, we have Dance of Thieves, baby. Ooh. Ah! We got a little note. Whoa. Oh. Ah! Can you stop? Can you, like, not? We got a little donut. And a little thing that, I forget what this is called. This art is. That's really cool. Happy reading. Oh wait, there's one more. There's one more. Be a difference maker. Wow. This is actually really nice. I want to see if, do you see this? This is larger than Oathbringer, my guy. Ooh, and the text is big. Look at that. Look at that text. It's in really good condition. The only thing is like the front cover, which was shown in the photo, and I'm like fine with that. Look at the map. Look at the map. Anyways, I don't know what to say. You know, it's gonna take longer for me to read this one than the other two. Partly because I'm tired and I have lost motivation to read this series. I am incredibly interested in Rhythm of War if this book ends how I think it will, because a lot of them build up to these big battles at the end. But anyways, yeah. See you later, I guess. I really am gonna try and get to page 800 or 900 today, so that tomorrow I can read to maybe like 1100, and then on Sunday I can finish the book, because there's no way I'm gonna read like 400 pages tomorrow. I'm not doing that. Bye. Well, it's Sunday. I was supposed to read like 200 pages yesterday. But you wanna know how many I actually read? 100. I am struggling through this book. I have 298 pages, which is, you know, basically 300. But anyways, see you later. I'm at 1,200 pages. There's 98 pages left. Tell me why that everything is just happening right now. This, I don't know if you can see how much I freaking tabbed it. These last 100 pages have been the best of this book. I love the ending of this book. The rest of it's still bad. And Sanderson sure knows how to write the ending of a book. I'm not done with it yet, and I'm so mad that this ending is so good, while I hate the rest of the book. The hate is a strong word, but what? Oh, I'll talk to you later. Well, it's Monday. So I finished the book, all 1,298 pages of it, and I do have to say this is the best ending out of any of the books, but it still doesn't beat Words of Radiance in my opinion, so I'm only gonna have to give it 4 stars, because the rest of the book was just lacking. I almost fell off my desk, and it's just makes me really sad because the ending is probably the best out of all these books, and it's just really good, but I'm really sad because the rest of it just wasn't up to my very high standards. But I'm not gonna read Rhythm of War this month, probably. Maybe next. We'll have to see. I am very interested in what happens next, because this ending was so good, it makes me want to read the 4th book in this series. But anyways, thank you for watching. And Have a good rest of your day, little baby.